Welcome to my travel size perfume era. I have turned a new leaf, at least for now. I used to blind buy perfumes, full bottles, like I was a billionaire, when half of the time they sat in the back of my collection collecting dust. Sometimes I completely forgot that I had a certain perfume. Let's see if these 3 Kayali travel size perfumes are full bottle worthy. Hi fragrance lovers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shelly and I like to smell good. I'm going to spill my tea on anything fragrance related. The good, the bad, and the best. So if that's what you're into, stick around and subscribe to my channel. Let's start with Kayali's Fleur Majesty Rose Royale, number 31. When this first came out, I thought to myself, do we really need another rose fragrance? I absolutely adore rose, but do we need another one? That's what I was thinking. But to me, this is not any other rose fragrance. To me, this is not even really a rose fragrance, or a rose dominant fragrance, should I say. When I spray this initially, I get a juicy pear, brightness. It's a little tart. I do get some florals in the background, but they're indescript. I can't tell if it's a rose, if it's a peony, a magnolia. I can't tell what it is. It's floral. But the predominant notes and the vibe that I'm getting is just effervescent juiciness that I want to just bathe in. The notes: pear, peach, mandarin, and orange in the top. In the middle, rose, peony, violet, and magnolia. And the base, musk, vanilla, praline, ambrox, and vetiver. What a lineup. As this starts to process on my skin, I start to get a sweet rose. That's where the rose comes in. But mixed in with that is this undertone of a green, crisp jasmine, which adds a little bit of sensuality to the fragrance. It adds some playfulness and it adds a little bit of dirtiness. Not heady jasmine by any means, but I'm loving that combination. And when this settles on my skin, completely dries down, I'm getting a powdery, smoky rose with hints of a salted citrus. I think the brand did something very unique and interesting with this fragrance. This is not your typical rose fragrance, and it's not your typical fruity floral fragrance. It is a combination and a beautiful blend of all of that. And I am here for this. I am definitely getting a full bottle of this. If you are a rose lover, if you are a fruity floral lover, you will love this, or at least I think you should. And people have likened this to the 3 Delinas by Perfumes de Marly and Irresistible by Givenchy. I don't think so. The rose in Delina is more prominent and it's more incensey. Completely different vibe to me. And Irresistible is similar. However, Irresistible is more of a, to me, a synthetic, cosmetic-y vibe. This stands on its own. I think this is going to be beautiful for spring and summer, and I think you can wear this all year round. Let's talk about Yum Bougie Marshmallow 81. Took 81 tries to get this girl ready for the market. Let me say, first of all, the first 2 times I tried this, I did not like it at all. I thought this is too sweet and syrupy for me, and I passed. Third time trying it was a charm. And you can see on this one here, I'm ready for my full bottle. When I get to the halfway mark, it's time. The notes. Gotta hear these. Freesia, Italian lemon, nectarine blossom, and apple in the top. In the middle, marshmallow, strawberry, coconut, and orange blossom. The base, incredible. Whipped cream, sugar, vanilla, musk, raspberry, and ambroxan. When this opens, I get a strawberry creamsicle. And the strawberry is anything but synthetic. Then I start to get this citrusy vibrancy, which is really bringing a little bit of a brightness to the fragrance. And then as it starts to settle a little more, I start to get this tropical fruitiness. I'm getting the coconut, and I'm getting the sweet, sugary powderiness from the marshmallow. And when this settles on my skin, I get this fluffy vanilla. It has this pillowy warmth. This one is a keeper. What I am most excited about is this one, Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli, number 64. Let me refresh my memory. First of all, look at the color of that juice. Nice and yellow. Let me tell you the notes. It has rum, vanilla, orchid, and jasmine in the top. Vanilla, creme brulee, spicy notes, tonka bean, leather, and rose in the middle. And the base, patchouli, brown sugar, oud, sugar, amber, and musk. Wow. Now, way back in the day when I first tried this, I was not a gourmand lover, and I did not like boozy perfumes, but I did like this. I'm different now. I am totally a gourmand boozy perfume lover. And to me, this is a boozy gourmand perfume. To me, this is the best perfume creation from Kayali to date. Now remember, this is my opinion only. Perfume is so subjective, as we all know. This perfume is rich, spicy, decadent. It's sweet. I get a little bit of a chocolate and a vanilla mixed in with that oud in the opening. And I get all of this spicy richness. This is not for the faint of heart. And I think if Kayali fans were expecting something girly girl from the brand, they might not have noticed how really special this one is. When this begins to process on my skin, it becomes a little smoky. I get earthiness of patchouli coming through. I'm not hit with heavy patchouli, but it's definitely there. You sense it in the background. It's a very boozy fragrance also. This is just such a good mixture of all of the notes. There's so much depth to this fragrance. It definitely goes through a true process. You could never call this a linear straight line fragrance. That it is not. When this finally settles on my skin, and it takes a long time to settle, it is a long-lasting powerhouse on my skin. It becomes this warm, smoky, sweet, caramelized sugar with this earthiness that just is out of this world. And the earthiness of patchouli is in the background, just grounding the sweetness of this fragrance. This is probably one of the most unique fragrances I have ever smelled. These are all three on the way to full bottles, definitely. If you have any of these fragrances, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know which is your favorite out of these three. What I love most about these fragrances is they are so layerable. You can layer them with each other, you can layer them with other perfumes from the brand, and you can layer them with just about anything. And for me, I am a layering lover, so these are perfect. What I would love to do is to try every single perfume from this brand. I would love just to have a sample of each and do a review on every single one. So Mona, if you're listening, keep that in mind. If you like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel.